matchup with the Tennessee Titans. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
This is taken at the 3. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The numbers for Abdul on the ground last week, 19 carries, 66 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Mariota now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw it. That is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
In the minds of many, Eric Berry is the heart and soul of Kansas City's defense, and I think it was a sigh of relief for the organization to sign him to a big free agent contract in 2017. He covers, he tackles, he returns, you name it, he does it. And how about last season in one game, returned an interception for a touchdown as well as a two-point conversion attempt.
On third down, Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The play clock's running down. Third and long here for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second down here after the incomplete pass. A handoff to Fournette. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DIEH8rZ. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Mariota now on second down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
There's the stiff arm. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about it.
There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 52 yards. Mariota. And he fires one incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. Mariota. Touchdown, Tennessee. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Adoree Jackson on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. A second down throw here for Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! Detroit!
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. He juked him. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal they'll take.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So the D-line's going to spread out. A handoff to Abdullah. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point try now for Succop. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. To throw here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw here.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
Taken at about the 36. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play clock winding down. Here's a give to Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Fourth down, Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? Everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take all time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing here, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll run it again with Fournette. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And on 2nd and 10 now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final